What's up guys, Moniz here and welcome to my 2017 room tour. First up is the hallway. This is where I enter the room, and to the left I have a bunch of sound panels neatly stacked against the wall. I basically use this when I'm shooting A-roll. These are good to have behind the camera because they prevent your sound from bouncing all around the room and causing echo. To the left is my closet. This is where I store stuff. And here is just a bunch of laptops, cables, accessories. I have some tripod stands here. And on the bottom I have like a really nasty mountain of cables that needs to be cleaned up. Next up is the room itself. So the room is about 220 square feet, so it's pretty big. Lots of natural light coming in. A place for me to work on one side. I have a couch on another side and a TV over here, which I'll get to in a second. But over here behind me, I have two tables. So the first table is basically just there to hold a printer. The drawer itself is from IKEA, it's nothing special. And the printer is a Canon Pixma. I think I got this free actually with the camera that I'm shooting on right now, which is the Canon 70D. I basically use it just to scan things. I have a salt lamp, which is good to like accessorize your videos, add some color in the background. And this table here is basically where I shoot most of my stuff on. So I'll kind of take this table, move it around the room, and put it in the best location depending on what I'm doing. These are my two daily drivers. I'm using an iPhone 7 Plus and a Google Pixel XL. Why do I carry two phones? Well, it's very simple. I think it's the closest I'm ever gonna get to a threesome. And beside that, we have a monitor. This is the Samsung CFG70 24-inch gaming monitor. It's pretty sweet. I use this on my latest video, which is the ultimate laptop setup. And that's the laptop I use right there. It's the Acer Predator 15. Both great products. Make sure to go check out the video if you haven't already. And then in this corner of the room, I basically just have a tripod, a light, and a C-stand holding my mic. The mic that I use is an Audio-Technica 4053B. This is a fantastic microphone. It costs about 600 US, but if you don't want to spend the money on an MKH 416 or a Rode NTG3, this is probably the third best option. Tripod of choice is by Manfrotto. It is a, oh man, I forget the model number, but it's one of the typical ones. And on top of it is a 502 fluid head, which allows me to take some fantastic pans when I'm shooting video. Beside that, I have my bag, which is what I use to travel when I'm going to events. I basically keep all my camera gear in here. The couch. This is to give me a living room feel to the room, make the room a little bit warmer. I added a couch because I want to start shooting a lot more TV reviews, a lot more living room stuff, so like speakers and sound bars. And I put this against the window so I have a lot of open space. This is also from IKEA. I forget the model number, but again, I will link it in the description down below. And the pillows too are also from IKEA. Next up is the TV itself. This is a Hisense 4K HDR TV. I've been using this TV for a little while now. I actually reviewed it. It's a good budget option, so if you want to dip into 4K but don't want to spend a ton of money, definitely check this one out. It also has HDR support. It's okay for video games. It's not the best one out there, but it does the job if you're going to hook it up to a console like a PS4 or Xbox One. The unit itself that it's sitting on is also from IKEA. Basically everything in this room is from IKEA. I'll link that in the description down below. I just have a few knickknacks inside of here. So I have a Porsche car, which I got from the Huawei event back in the summer for the Porsche Mate 9. Beside that is my Zoom H5. This is what I'm using to record on right now. I just kind of stuck it in here to keep it out of sight. And I have a Rode lav mic, which is the Rode Filmmaker Kit. Next up is another door. I'm not gonna bother going in here. This is just the bathroom. So if you want a bathroom tour, let me know in the description down below. If we get this video to like 9,000 likes, I'll give you guys the ultimate bathroom tour. After that is a massive, and I mean a massive speaker by Fluence. This is the FI70. This thing is a beast. Like full volume, this house is gonna be shaking, the bass pounds, and it's probably one of the best Bluetooth speakers I've used to date. It has AM, FM radio. You can connect an auxiliary port in the back to your TV if you really want to. I kind of use this when I'm shooting B-roll. I'll just like link my Spotify to it, play some tunes while I'm rolling, or maybe I'll listen to a podcast. On top of that, we have a Amazon Alexa Dot. I wanted the actual Amazon Alexa, but they don't sell them here in Canada, so I kind of just bought this off of eBay. Moving on is a bunch of sound panels. So you're gonna notice a bunch of acoustic panels going around the room. I had a huge echo problem in here, and the only way for me to get rid of it is to put up all these panels. If I show you guys what it looks like up top, I have kind of like 2 levels of ceiling, so it creates this like nasty pool for echo to like get caught up in and ruin all my audio. But now that it's in here, the difference is like night and day. So the main desk, this is where I sit, I edit video, this is where I post my videos, this is where I'm chatting to you guys most of the time. It's on this desk. First is the chair. This is a Herman Miller Aeron chair. Fantastic. I sit all day, so it's very important to have a good chair to sit on. The desk is also from IKEA, surprise, surprise, with 2 Alexa drawers on the bottom, and then I have a kitchen countertop on top of them, so it's like very solid. It's a nice way to get a bigger desk and have that like nice brown and white theme going on. On the right of the desk, I have a Linksys Velop Node. This is a mesh Wi-Fi. I have 3 of them in the house. This is a pretty big house. It's 4,000 square feet. So it's definitely a must without losing too much bandwidth. Beside that, I have a Hitachi headphone stand, and it's holding my gaming headphones, which are the Sennheiser Game Zero open back headphones. These things are fantastic. And below that is a Samsung T3 portable SSD. So I'll use this as my scratch disk. I'll edit on the computer, and if I need to edit stuff when I'm at home, I'll just take the scratch disk with me, and then I can do work when I'm not at the studio. Speakers of choice are the Mackie CR4 speakers. So I just bought these. I was gonna drop a lot of money on some Yamahas, but I thought about it. I really don't need crazy expensive speakers. I just need it to be good enough so that I can reference the sound to make sure it sounds accurate. And these do the job. Monitor of choice is a 4K monitor by BenQ. I totally forget the model number, but it's a 4K panel, it's IPS, it's extremely color accurate, and it's perfect for editing video. It's 32 inches, so it's pretty big to give you guys an idea. Under it, we have a Scarlett 2x2 amp. This is where I plug in microphones. I don't really use this with my shotgun mic. I use the Zoom H5, but I use this to plug in my studio speakers, and sometimes I will plug another mic in if I'm doing a voiceover at the desk. Keyboard of choice is the Corsair K95 RGB keyboard. I love this thing. It has all the controls I need, like volume controls over here. You can totally change the coloring of all the keys. You have different zones, tons of macro keys. They kind of don't benefit me because I'm left-handed, but if you're right-handed, they're fantastic. And beside it, we have the SteelSeries Sensei. This is a fantastic gaming mouse. If you're looking for a solid one, definitely check this one out. It's a little expensive, but it's worth every penny. And of course, a SteelSeries quick gaming mat, and then another Hitachi accessory. This just basically acts as a smart charging stand. So I have 3 things plugged into there right now, and then I can add my Apple Watch on top when I have the accessory popping out. Just a simple green plant. I don't know where I got this. I think I stole this from my parents, but it adds some contrast into my videos when I place it in the background. And then my Panasonic G7. This is what I shoot 99.9% of my videos with, except for this one. I'm actually using the Canon 70D just because it has better autofocus, and I'm using it on a gimbal. So I have a crappy lens connected to it right now, but I basically use the Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter, which provides and performs really well and gives me those amazing shots. So that pretty much wraps up my 2017 room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's great that you guys support me. I really do appreciate it. Lots more awesome content to come. So thanks guys, it really means a lot to me. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next video.